What's up, bitches? This is Silent Rob, and today I'm going to go through my Blu-ray, boxed PC game, and PS3 collection. Some of these you might have already seen in previous collections, and some of them you haven't. I have sold some of the stuff that I've had, and I've gotten some new stuff. So we'll start with the Blu-rays, beginning with my favorite movie of all time, Big Trouble in Little China, on Blu-ray. If you guys haven't seen this movie, watch it right now, because it's fucking amazing. And like I said, it's my favorite movie of all time. It's got everything. Action, comedy, crazy monsters, crazy locations. It's just everything about this movie is perfect. That's why it's my favorite. We got 2001: A Space Odyssey, which is also one of my favorite movies. When you watch this movie, especially on Blu-ray, it's really hard to believe that this movie was actually made in the 60s. A lot of good ideas, a lot of new ideas. It just takes you away. It's not really a movie that necessarily has a plot per se, but it's just a movie that kind of takes you away on this sort of experience, so I love it. Terminator 2: Judgment Day, also one of my favorite movies of all time, and one of my favorite two sequels, both by James Cameron, Aliens being the other one. But this movie pretty much improves on the original in every way, in my opinion. Then we got Clockwork Orange, which, if you can't guess right now, I'm a pretty big Stanley Kubrick fan. But this movie's just a fucking trip. If you haven't seen it, watch it. It's awesome. Knight's Tale, awesome movie. Just one of those movies that you turn on and you turn your brain off, and it's just a fun movie. Dark Knight on Blu-ray. Definitely the best Batman movie ever made. Because I didn't really care for Batman Begins, and so that's why I was really surprised by this one. And I really think that Heath Ledger pretty much made this movie as good as it was, because the Joker and his character was just great. Not a real big fan of Christian Bale's Batman. In my opinion, Michael Keaton was the best Batman ever, but many people might disagree with me. We got Saw 1, really good movie, you've all seen it. Sunshine, if you guys haven't seen this movie, watch it, it's awesome. It's by Danny Boyle, who made 28 Days Later, Slumdog Millionaire. Really, really good science fiction movie. And we got Total Recall, which I bought because it was really cheap. One of my favorite Schwarzenegger movies. We got Devil's Rejects, also one of the best sequels ever made, in my opinion. It's not a real feel-good movie, but the camaraderie between the insane people in this movie is pretty crazy. Like, yeah, you're almost surprised how much you get close to these fucking maniacs in the movie when you know they're bad people, but for some reason, you know, you get close to them. You feel, you know, you get their character development and all this stuff in this movie. Something that House of a Thousand Corpses did not have. We got Gladiator on Blu-ray, also one of my favorite movies. Reservoir Dogs, I don't even need an explanation for that. Saw 2. I need to get Saw 3 on Blu-ray, because Saw 1, 2, and 3 are my favorite ones. The rest of them pretty much suck. Full Metal Jacket, like I said, I'm a big Kubrick fan. Alexander Revisited, which this was actually a gift. It's alright. It's not really that great, but it's really fucking long. It's actually 2 Blu-ray discs, and the movie itself is 213 minutes. So it takes 2 Blu-ray discs to actually view this entire movie. I've watched like half of it, but you know, I'm not the biggest Oliver Stone fan. I think he's very self-indulgent at times, but it's alright. 2010, the sequel to 2001. I bought this on a whim because I didn't see it before, and it was pretty cheap, and it was on Blu-ray. It's not very good. I mean, it's not the worst movie ever, and it's good enough for me to hang on to, but it's not the best. Planet Earth, the complete series on Blu-ray. If you haven't watched this, it's amazing. You really get to see some like different creatures and animals that you've never seen before, especially in 1080p. It's really good. Ultimate Matrix Collection, which I love. I love all the Matrix movies. Even the third one, which most people despise, I like it. In all honesty, I don't really know how else they could have ended the series. I mean, I guess they could have had some crazy battle with, the main machine thing and everything. But I thought they ended it pretty well. There's a lot of discs in this collection. But of course, the first Matrix is the best. And one that I just bought, Toy Story on Blu-ray, the first one. One of my favorite movies. And Toy Story 1 and Toy Story 3 are the two best ones, in my opinion. Toy Story 3 is just outstandingly good, and I need to get that one too, but I saw this, it was only like $10, and I had to get it. And it's got the DVD Blu-ray combo. That's my Blu-rays, and now we'll go to my boxed PC games. I got Sacred Plus, which if you haven't played Sacred, it's kind of like Diablo, but on an open world, sort of. So it's like Diablo mixed with Oblivion, sort of. And I have Sacred 2, but we'll get to that in a minute. We got the Gothic universe. I bought this because it was 3 games in 1, and to be honest, I don't really like any of them. They're kind of janky. I'm sure they were good back in the day, but they're just not very good now. They're sort of like Oblivion, but the combat's really janky, especially in the first 2 games. We got Postal 2, Share the Pain, which is actually a really fun game. I actually like this game a lot. A lot of people don't like it and call it a shitty game. I think it's just really hilarious, and it's just a fun game. And what are games supposed to be? Fun. So, there you have it. Then we got Mass Effect, which I've never really gotten into this game. It's okay. I like the music a lot in it, and I like certain aspects of it. And I played Mass Effect 2, and I liked that a lot. But I don't really feel that the combat and other aspects of this game are really what they could have been. Mass Effect 2 really nailed it, in my opinion. This game has too many loading times, too many elevator rides, too many samey missions, for it to really be a classic. But it's okay. Got Sniper Elite, which I've never played. I actually got for free. Somebody gave it to me. So, we got Warhammer 40K, which somebody also gave to me, and I've never really played. I heard it's good, and I'm sure it is, and I'll probably play it one day, but right now I just haven't played it. We got BioShock, which is another game that I honestly feel is a little bit overrated. And, hear me out. I understand it's a beloved game. I understand there's a lot of people that like it. And there's a lot of aspects about this game that I like. But then again, there's just really a lot that I don't like about it, there's not a lot of tension in the levels, because if you get killed, you just reappear 5 feet away from you. A lot of it is just going around, collecting stuff off dead bodies, and to be honest, most of this game's tricks and awesome moments are in the beginning of the game. So, you experience most of the coolest stuff in the first 3 or 4 hours of it, and then the rest of the game, it sort of repeats all that stuff, and there's nothing really for the rest of the game. Once you fight one of the big daddies, and once you explore what the area of Rapture looks like, there's not a lot left to do or see in this game. Don't get me wrong, it's a good game, and I haven't played BioShock 2, but BioShock Infinite looks amazing, so we'll see, but I'm just not the biggest fan of this game. We got Bad Day LA, which I got for free when I worked at GameStop. They actually pennied this game out, which means they basically just threw this game away, and I got it, and it is fucking terrible. I'm actually going to do a review on this game one day, so I'm not going to talk about it too much, but get ready, you're not even going to fucking believe it. We got Titan Quest, which is actually a really good game, but at the same time, I got some problems with it. One of them being, there's not a lot of magic spells or attacks in this game that can hurt multiple enemies, and that's what kind of makes me a little bit upset about this game. A lot of the combat is one-on-one fighting in this game, and it's not really like Diablo in that way. It plays like Diablo, but it's more of a one-on-one fighting game almost. But it's a good game, and I got this for like $5 at a used bookstore. So then we got Puzzle Quest, which I also have never really played. I got for like $5, but I mean it's pretty cool.